The answer to each across clue must have a letter added and then be scrambled before entry into the grid. Thus, if the clue answer is green, you might add a Y and scramble to get energy. The added letters in clue order will identify a long-time proponent of green energy. Right, don't think I'll be starting with the acrosses then, because we can, so this one, it's got a 4, but of course you enter it as a 5, because we're going to add a letter and then anagram it. This has got 6 letters, but of course we only know what 5 of them are going to be. Indeed, Meredith, it's not going to be simple. So I'm going to have a look at some of the downs to start off with, and then hope that gives us you have a guess for the answer already. Oh my goodness! It's what is it? A long-time proponent of green energy. It's going to be. It's going to be a pun. It's going to be a pun. Hello, Grandma Van. Hope you're doing well tonight. So I'm going to start with the downs because at least we know when we get an answer what we can put in the grid. 2 down. Once a soft wardrobe for small women. Once a soft wardrobe for small women. So as ever, allow me a first go at all the clues. Then when I get stuck, I'll say okay, and then I'll open it up for the chat. A is I'm going to have a guess. A is A, P is P. Soft is P in music. Piano. Wardrobe. So it's probably once a soft wardrobe. Don't know what the wardrobe is going to be. And then we get small women. I was watching Foggy Broom and a friend of mine, David, who is currently playing Portal 2. And trying to do a crossword whilst watching people play Portal is surprisingly tricky. So I fully don't mind if you just watch Foggy instead. Once a soft... I'm going to guilt you into watching mine. Once a soft wardrobe. No idea on this one, so if anyone has a clue on this one, do let me know. I'm going to move on to... Oh, go away. Move on to 3 down. Athlete who throws a container for Kool-Aid. Okay, Kool-Aid is a squash, isn't it? The Kool-Aid is the big red glass jug who breaks through walls. Waterfall has a clue. Not sure whether you've got 2 or 3. I'm assuming you're going for 3. Waterfall. An athlete who throws. That's going to be like a javelin thrower, a discus thrower, a discusser, a javeliner, a container, a tin or can. An athlete runner who throws an athlete who throws... Okay, can I have a hint, please? Waterfall or Grammar Fan. I'm assuming Kool-Aid is the definition here. Think baseball. Thanks, Sensei. Oh, right, a pitcher. I was so close, actually, when I was saying the giant jug, wasn't I? You get a pitcher of Kool-Aid. So a container for Kool-Aid is a pitcher, and they are a tosser. Yeah. 4 down. They speak for whodunit author. They speak for whodunit author. They speak. He was. All of these are. I think all of these are American. In this book that I've got. So yeah, there will be American references. I'm okay with this. I'm absolutely fine with this. Maybe because I've got some Americans in the chat who will be able to help. They speak for whodunit author. Whodunit in British English is 2 N's, because that really says whodunit, doesn't it? Whodunit. This isn't one of Henry Hook's books. This is Cryptic All-Stars. I'll put a link in the chat later. They speak for whodunit author Christie. Oh goodness, whodunit authors. Christie is the main one. It's got to be. I feel like this is a double definition here. Good evening, Caroline. By the way. Whoa! Don't throw a cup of tea or coffee over your microphone. Not a good idea. When you say I've got a book, are they variety cryptics or just standard cryptics? No, I haven't got 4, so I'm going to move on. Happy to have hints on 4. I've got number 5 though. Happy to who's got 5? I've got 5. Oh, Caroline, you've got it. A hint for 4, please. And I'm gonna tell you what 5 is, whilst a female whodunit author, Agatha Christie. Who did Miss Marple? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna type in number 5 is ulna, because it's some foul, nasty bones. It's literally hidden in foul, nasty, ULNA, and those are bones. Actually, ulnae would be. Oh no, it's ulnas, isn't it? Ulnas. It's plural, so that will go in there. I can only think of Agatha Christie. Stevena King. What's the first letter, Caroline? Gonna need a first letter here at the very least. First initial is D. Daphne du Maurier. They speak. Who's Peter Whimsy? It can also be ulnae. Oh, okay. It is definitely ulnas in this one because it's literally hidden in the clue, but you can also have ulnae. Okay. First letter is only S. So it's DS. DS. Daphne du Maurier. Gosh. Next letter, please. I'm going to get this. I'm going to Wheel of Fortune this. I know that you've got it, Meredith. A bloody violet. What is a D? Is it? Oh goodness! Is it going to be someone? Is it someone really famous, or is it an American author who I may not have heard of? They speak. Oh, Dorothy L. Sayers. Thank you for the hint there, which was literally giving me the clue. They speak. Someone who speaks is a sayer. So Dorothy L. Sayers is a whodunit author. Good. Number 6. I think I'm basically going to go through all the downs first. Actually, I know a fact about Agatha Christie that I found out yesterday. Agatha Christie, when she went to the cinema in Devon, used to buy 2 tickets, one for her and one for her butler. So her butler could feed her drinks, bits and nibbles and drinks, but mostly drinks, during the film. So she always used to buy 2 tickets, one for her and her butler. I like that. 6 down. Cleric's home address book with first 2 entries missing. It's stylish. It's absolutely stylish. Cleric's home. Where would a cleric live? Church. An address book with the first 2 entries missing. Okay, so we're going to take a name for an address book, which I thought was just an address book. Diary. No, he still had to do work, Meredith. What if it was a horror film and he was absolutely terrified and he had to try and serve her drinks during the scary bits? Oh, I'm sorry. I tipped it all over you there, Miss... Oh dear. Cleric's home feels like it's the definition. What is the name for an address book? I don't know. And then we're going to be taking the first 2 letters off or something like that. Or possibly AB, but we're going to be taking 2 letters out of it. Not sure. Oh, an index? What's a cleric's home? Where does a cleric live? A cleric is a... Oh, catalogue? Talog. Going to move on to 7 down. We're very quickly on to 7 down, and luckily, what do I have here? Well, what's 7 down? Well, this is 7 up. So this is 7 down. Ooh. Vicarage, a manse. Oh, it's none of those. 7 down. Be a burden to all but first of leading journalists. Be a burden to all but first of leading journalists. Okay, journalist is probably Ed, which I think came up in Foggy Stream, or at least it certainly got talked about. Be a burden, you. Right, I'm good at being a burden. What am I? Dead weight. Way down. Way. Meredith has 6. Okay. In that case, give me the first 3 letters. A nuisance. Nuisance is good. And we're going to take maybe an L out, or its first letters for first of leading. Okay. You say it's too much, mate. You say it's too much. Well, let's give it to Caroline. Another word for a cleric. Okay. So cleric is the definition. Okay. Home address. Book is B. A cleric. What is a cleric? It's a receiver. It's a recorder. It's a shaman. A cleric's home. I do not know this. What's the next letter? You say it's too much. It is not too much. Churchish. Oh, a recluse? Is it recluse? Catnip has also said recluse. Is it recluse? I do not know this word. Think conservative. Next letter is T. Rectory. Directory. Oh, flipping heck. Of course it is. So simple when you spot it. Thank you. I needed a hint on that one. A directory is a home address, an address book. Take off the first two letters. You get a rectory. Okay, be a burden to all but the first of leading journalists. Not sure them. Back in the 90s, we had, and early noughties, phone directories are just... It's Google these days, isn't it? In Charade, a thrilling ending. In Charade, a thrilling ending. This one I can get. This one I have got. I'm all over this one. Like a rash. Waterfall has it. What do you think it is, Waterfall? What do you think? Whilst you type it in, I shall also type it in. Death. Deatharoo. It's literally hidden in Charade, a thrilling. Good. Take control of cattle. Take control of cattle. This is 9 down. Take control of cattle. Oops. I should get this. I should definitely get this. I should absolutely get this. Caroline's got it. If you take control of something, you grasp. I feel like it must also begin in C, with C, and I'm not quite sure why. Because cattle are cows. If you take control of, you rein in, you take... Rustle. What's the first letter, Caroline? And good evening, Dan Smooth. The second smoothest Dan that I know. The first one being Dan Schreiber on No Such Thing as a Fish. It's an S. Oh, is it? Oh no, oh, yes, got it. Thank you, Caroline. I needed that. Dan, Waterfall, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? I now have it. I'm happy that I've got it. I think it is steer. Good, yes, if you take control of something, you steer it. And cattle, that's the steer. I knew there was a word for it. So, I could continue doing the downs because the acrosses aren't actually going to help. 10 to 10, 10, 10. No, 10 down. 10 down is here. Boosting athletics. They help when things get dull. Boosting athletics. They help when things get dull. They help when things get dull. Is that the definition? A torch. Is it dull in terms of light, or is it dull in terms of there's a sheen on something, in like on silver? Some cloths. Boosting athletics. What? And dull also means boring. Yes. So, boosting. Boosting is making faster, making higher, taking steroids. That's what you do when you boost in athletics. You take steroids. It's not that. Not cheerleaders, no. Okay, 14. Ooh, have I... Yes, I have. I have missed a thingy. So let's draw... missed one here, which is of course the wrong width. Line style, there we go. Missed one there. Number 14. Actor in auditorium in retreat. Actor in auditorium in retreat. That's not the right width either, is it? That's better. The across entries are wonky. What do you mean? Oh, yes. So, yes, sorry, yes, the across entry. Yes, yeah. Right, someone, Bloody Violet thinks they have 10. Is it an actual actor? Because the only actor I could think of that's 3-6 at the moment is Ted Danson, and I'd love it if it was that. That'd be hilarious. Tom Cruise. That's 3-6. In auditorium. I wanted to be hidden in reverse. Yes. Rotted down. No, I don't think it is. What's the first letter, Bloody Violet? I assume actor is the definition here. I'm pretty sure. Or an auditorium, an arena. The thing is, with my terrible film knowledge, I was going, who's Nim? Who is this Nim? I've never heard of them. Oh, okay, I'll put it in. No, hang on, it does. I think it's too strange. I'm talking about 14. Sorry, yes, I'm talking about 14. Oh, right, yes, of course. Well, we'll continue talking about 14, and then I'll head back to 10. Sorry. I mean, I've got from Wheel of Fortune what this across word is. What this 12 across is syncopate by the looks of it. But that's not going to help us in any way, shape, or form. Right. Okay. No clue on 14. What about 10? Bloody Violet. First letter of that, please. Bloody Violet. Is the definition they help when things get dull, or boosting? That would be really useful to know as well. 10. It goes here. You. Boosting. If you're boosting, you're upping. So it's got to be upping, I think. You're boosting something, you're upping it. Athletics, they help when things get dull. Upping? Is it that? Is it that? Is that what you have, Bloody Violet? You're going to tell me no. Close. Uppers? Then? Uppers. They help when things get dull. So when you're dull, when you're sad, you take an upper and you feel happy. That's fine. Boosting up athletics, though? Why is it that? Uppers is slang for steroid drugs. I guess. Yeah, I guess. I think it's a little weak, but maybe. Anyway, we're going to move on. 14 couldn't get 17. Where are we? Here we are for 17. Adjoining test tube contains carbon, iodine, and nitrogen. Adjoining test tube contains carbon, iodine, and nitrogen. Well, carbon is C, iodine is I, and nitrogen is N. And I feel like it's got to mean adjoining. So it's probably going to end C-I-N-G. That's my guess. Test tube. Something, something, something G for test tube. Bung. What is this? Oh, catnip! boop, boop. I feel like this must be C-I-N-G at the end. Adjoining, touching. T-O-U-C-H. No, can't be touching. Test tube. 4-letter word. Bung. No. Pipe. Well, I'm going to come back to that one, but I think we'll get there. It can only be seen, absolutely. They may not go next to each other because it could be C in the test tube and then IN could be at the end. But 18 will do now. 18 is here. On return, e.g., riding onward for quite some time. On return, e.g., riding onward for quite some time. E.g. could be say, and it's going to be on return, so it's probably Y-A-S. No, go away. Could it be a hidden? Is it a hidden? No. Riding onward. Oh, who have we got? We need the help. Everybody hide. Whoop. Whoop. Hope we're all doing well. Okay. We'll move on to 19. 19. Where is 19? Where is it hiding? It's hiding here. I go cycling with a man having blood vessel trouble. I go cycling with a man having blood vessel trouble. Okay. It's a clot, isn't it? Blood vessel trouble will probably be a clot. Agreed on the return. Something's definitely being reversed. Foggy! Hide! Hide, everyone! Hide! Hide! Hide. Thank you very much, Foggy, for the raid. How was it in the end? That's quite quick in the end. Because the first half an hour looked quite slow. But good evening to all of Foggy's streamers. We are doing Green Energy by Henry Hook. He's a crossword compiler who has since died. He died in 2015, but we're doing one of his puzzles. The answer to each across clue must have a letter added and then scrambled before entering into the grid. Thus, if the clue answer is green, you can add a Y, anagram the green and the Y, and you get energy. The added letters in clue order will identify a long-time proponent of green energy. We are tackling the down clues because when we get a down clue, we can actually put it in. Because if we get an across clue, we can't actually put it in. We're currently on 19 down. If you spot anything, if you get anything from before 19 down, give me a thing. Oh, yes, and you'll need to stop. Yes, you will need to physically click stop streaming as well on your thing, Foggy, because otherwise, yeah, you can have a half hour of you doing all sorts of naughty things, like belly dancing, etc., which actually would be quite fun to see. So number 19 down is where we are. I go cycling with a man having blood vessel trouble. I was thinking a clot. I go cycling. Oh, so that could be OGI, maybe, or GOI. I go cycling with a man having blood vessel trouble. I'm not spotting this one, so I'm going to move on in a minute if that is okay. And even if it's not okay, still moving on. 20 down. Alien grows old in Frenchman stories. Yes, I'm happy with this one. I've actually got one. Alien grows old in Frenchman stories. Waterfall, what do you think it is? Waterfall? I'll give you a few seconds. I think this one is etage. E.T. is the alien. Grows old, you age. And that gives you a Frenchman story, as in a stage, isn't it? It's the building. Premier étage is the first floor. Deuxième étage, second floor. So it's that version of the word stories. So in British English, you'd have EY there. You couldn't have IE. 22 down. Where is it? Here we are. Hostile guards hug in a peevish way. Hostile guards hug in a peevish way. Is this a hidden one? Hostile, guards hug in a peevish way. Not spotting this. Oh, Kylactics, good. I'll come back to number 19 in a second. Hostile guards. A hostile? Is that going to be a noun or is it going to be an adjective? Hug in a peevish way. So it's probably going to end ly because it's in a peevish way. It'll be lee probably. Yeah. If you hug, you. Not sure there. So let's go to Kylactics from 19 down. What is 19 down? Let's have the answer here. Let's just go for it. I go cycling with a man having blood vessel trouble. Kylactics says the answer is, oh my goodness, angioma. Okay, so there's your I go cycling. So the go is cycling. Are you going around I? With a man. Oh, it's all that, and then it's anagrammed having a blood vessel trouble. Angioma. Wow. There we go. Kitus, good evening to you. You've got 17. Now, we were theorising that it was, or I was theorising it's something ing. I'm hoping that you can now tell me the answer to 17. I'm happy to have the answer on this one. Okay. Oh my goodness. So it's CIN, but it's in the middle of vile. Ooh, okay. VIC. So that is adjoining, I assume that means. Wow. I would have been there for a long time. 22, no one's getting, so we'll move on to 23. I will enter plantation to see crown. I will enter plantation to see crown. Was a bit vicious and obscure, yeah. I will enter plantation. Yes, good. Happy with this one. Yep. Citizen, oh yes, lots getting this one. Must be easy. Pfft, it's not easy. It requires you to think of a particular plantation. If I was to give you a straight clue of, say, a famous fictional plantation, you could probably get the plantation, because that would be Tara. And we're going to put I into it. I is going to enter it, so it's tiara, which is a crown. It's something I've heard of, absolutely. And what have I done? No. There we go. Oh, and now you've got pages on it. Woohoo! So, what was I doing? Tiara. 23. Tiara. 24. Sensei. I'm enthralled. Thank you for the... Oh, thank you very much for the subscription effrontery. Hey, that is wonderful. Thank you very, very much. And also thank you to JPB, who also subscribed whilst I was off air. You sneaky subscriber, you. Thank you very much. Hugely appreciated. Very much so. I'm enthralled by 2 articles in Life. I'm enthralled by 2 articles by Life. I've got an idea, so I'm just going to put this one out there. Is this anima? Is it going to be that? Because an and a, they're both articles. And we're putting I'm in it. I'm enthralled by it, so we're putting I'm in it. And anima could mean life. Good. I'm getting positive feedback. I will put anima in there. Good. Last clue for the downs, then we're going to do the crosses now that we've got some of the letters in there. Lie low in the altogether. Lie low in the altogether. Well, I want this to be a hidden, but it is... No. I mean, in the altogether, you're naked, but it doesn't make sense, as Meredith says. Your anima is your life, your lifeless, life, soul, okay, life force, that sort of thing. Yep, cool. 25, where is it? Here we are. Lie low, hide. No, not spotting it. Do you have it, Meredith? Apodo has it. First letter, please, Apodo. To be fair, Effrontery, I've lost track of my schedule as well. B. Lie low. If you hide, you. No, next letter, please. Synonym of BL. Lie low. So is it an anagram of low? Lie could be. Definition is lie. Okay, so is that lie in the lying down sense or lie in the telling a fib? Low in the altogether. Blair? Is it Blair? Not Blair. Okay. What is it? I'm happy to be told this one because a few of you've got it. Kylectives, Apodo, Waterfall. Go for it. If the definition was Mop, Mall, Cop, Paul, I'd have a guess. Bluff. Oh, it's Buff. Okay, so L is low and it's in Buff. I had Bear, B-A-R-E, instead. Whoops. So there we go. Okay, we've got a good smattering of letters for the down clues. Let's now start taking a look at the acrosses. So these acrosses are going to be one letter shorter than these entries. So this is a 5-letter. This is a real word, but we're going to have 4 of those letters and it's going to be anagrammed. Learned or learned in beginning of school period. Okay, yep, happy with this one. Happy with this one. And this is where the down clues are really actually going to help us, despite the fact that we still have to anagram them before we put them in. It's really going to help us. So, Sensei, it's fairly late. I think I need that version of that level of a clue. This is sage. Beginning of school is S and a period is an age. And if you're learned, you are sage. So we now need to add a letter and anagram it. And I think the only word we get is gapes. So the letter we're adding is P. Yeah, I think so, Meredith. Bit hard into small cherry. Bit hard into small cherry. So this is 5, and it'll have at least 2 of the letters R, D, and S in there. Yeah, this is where it goes fun, Arch. Yeah, all the down clues are fairly normal, but this is where it gets a little funky. So this is the top one in the top right. R, D, and S. 2 of those letters are going to be in this. Bit hard. Bit could be a tad, of course. Hard into, and then small. I mean, cherry is a morel, but it's not going to be that. Cherry could be red, and small could be S. Yes, it's that. It's shred. It's small cherry, S, red. And we're putting hard, H, into it. So we get shred. So we're going to anagram shred and put an extra letter into it, but we don't know what that extra letter is yet. It's almost certainly going to be a vowel. Do people like shred? Because maybe it isn't shred. Could be roads. It's not rushed. The D's in the wrong place. But roads feels all right. Okay, I'm going to put it in small letters until we are slightly more sure. Okay, we've got lots of 10 across, so this is good. Angry-looking revolutionary suffers and goes astray. Angry-looking revolutionary suffers and goes astray. Okay, Kyle's got this. Angry looking feels like it's the definition. Oh, goes astray. Oh, goodness. Angry looking could be mad. Revolutionary means turn it backwards. So we could have damn, suffers, and goes astray. Wanders. Suffers could be ails, couldn't it? Yes, it feels like it must be ails. Based on some of the letters we've got in there already, feels like it must end in ails. So angry looking. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, it is going to. If you're angry looking, you're mad, but it's not that. Derails. You're red, aren't you? Derails. You're red. Red is going back. And if you go astray, you derail. Okay, so what anagram are we going to be putting in? We know the extra letter is U here. Up. It probably ends in D or S. You're. Oh my. Uridales. You're derailed. Oh my goodness. What is this? Where's. Right. Pen and paper coming out. Residual. Not useful. Because annoyingly, that's all the right letters. Oh, it's an anagram of residual though. Maybe we've got something wrong. Are we happy with the uppers? Because I'm not quite convinced by uppers. So for those of us who have joined us, uppers, boosting athletics, they help when things get dull. Sayers is definitely right, ulners is definitely right, rectory is definitely right, pitch is definitely right. Uppers I'm slightly less happy about. Strops. Okay. Why is it strops? It's sports backwards, so boosting athletics, and they help when things get dull. Strops. Wow. Okay. So it may not be an extra U that we put in now, of course. Strops. So it's spiraled, says Sensei. So that would be an extra P, wouldn't it? Spiraled. Okay, thank you very much. 11 across. One sort of torpedo boat is suitable. One sort of torpedo boat is suitable. I mean, if something's suitable, it's apt. Is it apt? Is a torpedo boat a PT by any chance? Because we got one is a sort of torpedo boat PT. Okay, then that comes into the thing as Pete. So we can add an E in there. Okay, a long-time proponent of green energy. We've got Pope. We've got Pope in here, so that's looking okay in terms of this. So what did I say this was earlier? I said this was looking syncopate is what I think it looks like. A group of actors getting lead in play, a crowning achievement. Group of actors. It's probably going to be a troupe, maybe. Getting lead in play, so it's going to be P. A crowning achievement. Toupee. Is it going to be toupee or something? Troupe. Have a good evening, effrontery. Could be a cast as well. Yep, absolutely. Oh yes, that would also work. Cast iron. Getting lead in play. Capstone. It's capstone. So is cast. Cast. Getting P, the lead in play, and then A is 1. We had 1 is A a second ago. Now the other way around. That's fine. That's quite nice. So we're going to add a Y. Popey McPokeface. Syncopate for that. 13 across. Patio, where Queen Elizabeth sits in shadow. Patio, where Queen Elizabeth sits in shadow. Patio. Got it. Happy with this one. I haven't... Oh, okay. Yes, I think I have. Yes. I wish it was Popey McPoface, but for that, you're all going, oh, got the met. It's probably Popeye. It's not Popey, it's probably Popeye, because the green energy he likes is probably spinach. And so he's always filled with green energy. Is it going to be Popeye the Sailor? Man, it fits. That's a very good sign. That's a very good sign. Good. This one I think is terrace. That's a patio. ER is Queen Elizabeth, and it's sitting in shadow. If you shadow something, you trace it. We got an extra E, so that's got to be recreate. 15. Mount Rainier's peak covered in water in a way. I want water in a way to be HOO. Because that's H2O. Rainier's peak is R, and it's going to be covered in water, so it's going to be something like that. No? He has anchors on his arms, but not the ones that the Navy used. Different design. Rainier's peak is R. Hodor. If you water something... Hey! Thank you very much, Bloody Violet. I will try and not have a strop. I will certainly not have a strop at you for that lovely donation. Thank you very, very much. If you water something, you hose it and your mount is your horse. So it's R in hose to make horse. So that anagrams to others when we add in that T. Nobleman left, preceded by audience. Happy with that one? Oh, thank you, Meredith. And good evening, Citizen Ra. I hope you're all doing okay tonight. I'm happy with 16 across. Who else has 16 across? Go on. Tell me if you've got it. Waterfall's got it. Well, Waterfall, tell me what it is. I'm sure others of you got it, but of course, stream delay and lag and things like that. I think it's Earl. The audience is the ear. Have you got the audience of them? Have you got their ear? Left is L. So it's Earl. And they're a nobleman. What is that going to be? Is that going to be Lehar, which is a mud flow, particularly a Spanish word, but it is the most destructive Lehar that I know is in the Colombian volcano Nevada de Ruz, which erupted and killed, I think, 25, 30, 35,000 people on my birthday, 13th of November. And Lehar is a composer. That's fine. 18. Alabama sailors' wedding sites. Oh, is that, you think geology is Lahar? Okay, so it's the composer, not the... fair enough. Alabama sailors' wedding sites. Churches? Altars? Altars. I've said it out loud. There we go. I was just spitballing, and it's altars. Alabama is AL. In the postal abbreviation, TARS are sailors. You get wedding sites. They are the altars. So, what is, if I had to guess, oh no, what is the anagram? I wanted it to be aerate, but it's not, ATE, what is, yeah, it's got, oh, I was going to go with Aral C if it was 2 words, but it's not. Could be 2 words. Could be 2 words. What do you think it is if it's 2 words? Late? Don't like that. Altars. We know the extra letter is E. Art sale? Yes, it could be. I mean, that's the most. Do we know 7 down? That's a good question. Let's take a look at 7 down. Actually, that is a good thought from Rufus. Be a burden to all but first of leading journalists. Be a burden to all but first of leading journalists. What is it, Meredith? Oppress. Oppress. So it's definitely roads then. P is press. Why is it op? All but first of leading. Top. Top minus T. Thank you. And there's no extra. There's no anagrams. Isn't it lovely? So that gives us. I mean, art sale. Because it's either tra sale or it has to be. Ugh. I think it's got to be art sale, which isn't really a thing, but I'll take it. Do your happy dance. Do some bopping. 21 across. Attempting to get a bit of rest after start of evening. Attempting to get a bit of rest after the start of evening. Okay. Start of evening Z. A bit of rest might just be R. A bit of rest after start of evening. Dusk is the start of evening. Looking at what we got, an S, R, I, and Y. The S is extra, so we definitely got an R, an I, and a Y. Meredith. Tell me what the first letter is, Meredith, because you're going to tell me it's an E, because that's the start of evening, isn't it? Oh, it's T. Well, if you attempt, you try. Is it trying? Attempting is trying. Is it trying? It is. Why is it trying, then? To get a bit of rest after the start of evening. Ah, so it's going to go to stringy. Good, but what? Oh, that sense. Oh my goodness, that's very, very cryptic. That's good. If something's even, it's tied. So evening is tying, and we're putting an R in it. The bit of rest is R, and it's after the start of it. So it's after the first letter. That's fine. Gives us stringy. Thank you, Foggy. 23. How was your puzzle, by the way? Was it fairly straightforward in the end? What was the theme? I wasn't. The theme wasn't obvious when I was looking. 23. Use acid and other things with heroin. Lovely. Use acid and other things with heroin. Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good. Yeah, Foggy. That's the. I don't know whether that's a good. I don't know whether I like that, Foggy. Oh, it was keep calm and carry on. Now I get the rain message. Good. Good. Kitus. Kitus, is that how I say it? Eclectic. Kylectives. Rufus. Type it in the chat now. I have this one. Fun surface reading if you like morbidity and things like that, and slightly icky things. Etch is what I have. Use acid. You etch something. Other things is etc. And heroin is H. So that's etch with an A. It's got to be teach. So we should be able to get 2 down now. We have nothing else in 2 down. 2 down, which is here. Wants a soft wardrobe for small women. So, appetites. But why? A small, A P. And then petites are your small women. Okay, fine. And your wants are your appetites. Fine, okay. Good. 25 across. Screen legend in costume ball. Screen legend in costume ball. Oh. Well, it's not a hidden, which is what I want it to be. It's got to have a B, a G, and an A. Gable. Screen legend, Clark Gable. Would that be in a costume ball? What is a gable? Is it a piece of, like an arcane piece of clothing? Not arcane, that's not. Because it... I wanted it to be beluga, but it's not that, is it? It's not gable. Bagel. Screen legend. Feels like it's a double definition. First letter, please. Darn. G is first. Darn. Greta or Garbo? Garbo! It's Garbo! Oh, that's lovely, because the costume is your garb and ball is O. It's a round sphere. It's O. And that gives us Borgia for the anagram when you add an I. That's nice. 26. Speaking with praise, half chuckling about commotion. Speaking with praise, half chuckling about commotion. Extolling, adulating. A commotion is usually a do or just do. Yes, fine. So is it going to be a do? Speaking with the praise must be flinging. If you're no, I'm thinking of chucking there. It's not that. Ooh, okay. It might just be do. It might be gala. It might be set to. Chuckling. If you're chuckling, you're laughing, which could be L-A-U-G. And then lauding. Got there. You're laughing, but we're taking half of laughing, so it's L-A-U-G, and we're putting a din in the middle of it. And then you get lauding. So we're putting an L in there, and what are we getting? Alluding. Yep, I agree with Podo. 27 across. Museum chief's job, applying grade to truncated chalice. Museum chief's job, applying grade to truncated chalice. That's got to be cup, I assume. So we're truncating that, so it's just CU. Rating. I'm all over this now. In the zone. If you're applying, I'll give one of them. I'll give the next one to you. It'll be fine when I get stuck. Applying grade, you are rating something. A truncated chalice is a cup, but with the CU, without the last P, so it's curating. What is that anagram though? That is a good question. What that anagram is? Oh, Agincourt. Okay, 28 across. Chinese leader oddly seen in meadow. Okay, yep, that's nice and straightforward. Not too difficult. Agincourt was in today's I paper. Oh well, the Independent and the I are different, so I haven't got that today. I do have both the Telegraph and Independent queued up for a second puzzle after this. M-A-O, Mao. It's the alternate letters in Chinese leader. Sorry, I should have given that to Collectix and Caroline. Sorry. With an R, that's going to become Roma, the Italian name for Rome. 29. Conclusions not acceptable as described in catalogued documents. Conclusions not acceptable as described in catalogued documents. Not applicable. Not applicable. That's going to be NA then. As described in catalogued documents. That would be a document would be form, wouldn't it? Scoots. Good evening, and what type of soup? Is it tasty? Okay, may I have a first letter from the peeps who have this one, please? It is tasty. It's soup. I'm not sure it can be tasty. Okay, forms. It's got to be... So it's got to be something in... Is it something in forms? Yeah. Yes, this is... Spicy bean bacon rapini. Okay, actually, that sounds good. Mainly because you sold me at bacon. Oh, that sounds really good. My dinner was really disappointed today. So that sounds really good. It's not forms. Okay. If you've joined me since Scoots, I know that Scoots says basically all the acrosses are anagrammed in with an extra letter. So basically, don't look at the grid when we're solving the acrosses. It doesn't help. It tells you what some of the letters are, but not all of them. Good. I'm going to be giving you a call later, Sensei, and it is going to be fun. Okay, next letter, please. Not applicable's got to be NA, surely. You know the entry. FI. Finishes? No, that's too many letters. Finals. Conclusions. Finishes. Computer forms. Files. It's going to be files? Yeah, because you catalogue documents are your files. And then you put the not applicable in files. Which I think I'm there now. Dan Smooth. Yep. Go for it if you know what it is. Type it in the chat. Finales. What is that? Life? Life. No. So it's finales. In flames. Thank you. 2 clues to go. 30 across. Northeastern Airport's motto after the opening. Northeastern Airport's motto after the opening. Motto. Saying. Crest. Pledge. Motto. Phrase. Northeastern Airport. It's probably going to be an airport that I don't know. I do like our elf names. It's a shame it doesn't work, Scoose. Boston. Okay, I'm happy to be told this one because it's not something I know. Motto after the opening. Logan. Oh, I have heard of Logan. Slogan, but without the opening letter. That is S. So take that off. You get Logan. So that's going to be analog, the American spelling. But again, I'm actually okay with that sort of thing. I'm okay with all the Americanisms. It's absolutely fine. And last one, simple puzzle as you've discovered. Simple puzzle as you've discovered. Ugh. I might actually need... Yeah, if you wanted to make it less regional, Foggy, you could absolutely just make it Wolverine, couldn't you? 31 is the one clue I will never say. It's a container. Is it a container? Simple. I see what Carl has done. It's easy. It's actually an easy clue because the answer is easy. It's hidden. It's decovered in puzzle as if it's hidden in there. And something simple. It is easy. So what is that going to be? That anagram. Yeah, it's a good clue. I like that, Sharon. What anagram of easy plus N? Okay, well, let's go through all the down clues now. Yep, so we've done all of these. 14. 14, we should probably get all the letters for. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. So it's this one. And the letters are in the right place for a change. Actor in edit. Oh, it's Val Kilmer. In auditorium in retreat. No, it's not Val Kilmer. Well, it might be. But if alluding is wrong. Actor Val Kilmer fits most of those letters. Actor in auditorium in retreat. A retreat is a spa. Arch, what is it? Who is it? Assuming. Who's behind the clue? Who's that behind the masked clue? Hal Linden. Okay, someone who I haven't heard of. That's fine. I have no shame in that. So a hall in Den. Nice. Okay, so we got that. 18. We've probably got 18. No, we don't quite. We have this. I mean, on return, e.g., riding onward. Hey, Daisy Simmons! Hello, welcome. Did you finish Portal 2? Was the cake a lie? I do hope it was. You need to look after your figure, of course. EG could be backwards. Age long. So it's got to be age long. So it's EG in riding onward for quite some time. Long. But where's the A? How does this one work? It's definitely age long. It's EG backwards in along. Oh, right, okay. And for quite some time is the definition. Okay, and so it gives us just 22, which is this one here. Hostile guards hug in a peevish way. Hostile guards hug in a peevish way. I mean, I assume sourly. If you're in a grumpy mood, you're sour. So, do you agree with that, Meredith? I hope you do. So it's O in surly. So if you're hostile, you're surly, and it guards hug. Is a hug an O? If so, why? And then, yeah, this must be yeens, which is a bit of a shame. That's not a great word. Hug as in hug. Oh, wow. Yes, hugs and kisses. Very good. Happy with that. And that completes the grid fill of this puzzle. Hooray! What was the answer to that? I've forgotten sourly. So, just to go over the gimmick once again, it was called green energy. We had to anagram the across clues in with an extra letter. So green could become energy with an extra Y in. And the added letters in the across clues identified a long-time proponent of green energy. It's Popeye, the Sailor Man, whose green energy in particular is spinach.